What's up, everybody? I'm back again. This is part two. I'm a little more awake this time. I kind of just woke up last time I did a video, uh, but this is part two in a six-part series here. It's based on my book, How to Find Happiness in the Worst Possible Times. You can get it on Amazon. So with that, I'll get into it. So the second layer here is limiting beliefs. Now, I know I touched on this briefly in the first one, but limiting beliefs is the biggest, most important one I can stress to you. Because when I said in the first one, make sure they're your ideas that you want to, do, and it's going to make you happy. And this is why, okay? Because there's a thing called the big lie, that people and things in our environment growing up don't affect us. Well, that's not true, because they do affect us immensely. A lot of people, I won't say most, but a lot of people think that it affects us minimal, but not a whole lot. Well, that's entirely not the case. It affects us a lot. Now, I'll prove it to you here in just a second. This is one of my favorite limiting beliefs, but little did you know, like when you were a kid and you ask your parents to go, when you're at the store, you want something, your mom looks at you and says, "Boy, don't you know money doesn't grow on trees?" Everybody's heard that one. All right, well, let me tell you, first of all, yes, it does. So, it's made out of paper. Paper's made out of trees, so therefore, that's my euphemism for that. But the good intention is that money does not bring happiness and can corrupt. Okay, that's the good intention when you're a kid. But the conditioned fear is a negative association with having money. That maybe it turns you into a bad person, or and the potential limits are that unconsciously that you're thinking, okay, there's a money scarcity, that you might be avoiding it or sabotaging financial success to avoid the negative qualities of it, and that you'll believe if you develop you have money, or that there's a scarcity period of it, and that so it makes you maybe not go for what you want, or that you're not going to have money, and those things can block you unconsciously and you don't even realize it. Another one is that they're finish your plate, there are starving people in the world. That's another one on scarcity, and that actually can create health problems, because then people tend to scarf their food when they're they're older, and things like that. And I know I used to be very obese, and it wasn't because it was medical issues that not, but still it happens. Just as a reference there. So those are things that you're told as a kid that are seemingly harmless, but they can be limiting beliefs, because unconsciously, they do affect you. Like you said, they say, thoughts create emotions, and emotions create behavior. So when you think of something and it's negative, that creates an emotion in you, and you don't feel good about it, and it causes behavior that maybe is not serving you. So this is part of the happiness thing, because if you can start to rewire your brain and start thinking positive things, and it takes practice, it's not easy. I'm not going to tell you it's easy, because it's not, because it takes a little bit of work. If you want to invest in yourself and you want to be happy all the time, no matter what's going on around you, you have to work at it. Plain and simple. There's no easy way to get over it, especially in recovery. You can be happy. Happiness is a choice, and it is within you. Okay, so just as we go through these 6 layers, everything will start to make sense. But this is the most important one, these limiting beliefs. So you have to write down, okay, everything that might be blocking you, what doesn't serve you. Write these things down, and what makes you bad, feel bad inside. The reason being is because, and it's called anchoring. You got to anchor to figure out how to, what's not serving you and what is. And then, because we could say it's all BS. All limiting beliefs are BS, because the reason we say that is because they're not either right or wrong, because what may work for one person doesn't work for another. Okay, so you want to use the table leg method when it comes to that. All it takes is 3 legs to support, or 3 pieces of information to support a belief system. Okay, now if you remove, so a table has 4 legs. If you remove 1 leg, it's going to still stand. Now if you remove 2 legs, then it's going to kind of topple over. So you only need 3 pieces of information to make it a belief. Okay, so if you start changing those limiting beliefs with empowering ones, they're much better off, because you can find cases for being positive all the time, and it does work. So it's just a little way to help you, remind you that what you're thinking, your self-talk, what you tell yourself, does affect, how you react, and the things people tell you affects how you react. Because another case in point is the fact that, okay, when you're young, your parents tell you, hey, you can do anything and be anybody you want if you set your mind to it. Well, how come it is when we get towards high school and start thinking about what we're going to do for a career, and you have dreams and aspirations, and then all of a sudden it's from your loved ones, oh, you can't do that, only rich people can do that. Well, that gets in your mind and it sits there. Okay, so never limit yourself. Like you'll see entrepreneurs out in the world. I'm just now starting this entrepreneurial world, and I tell you what, I wouldn't change it for nothing. I'm struggling. I struggle daily. I get behind on things, but I wouldn't change it because I have the freedom like you wouldn't believe. I don't have to report to a boss. Yes, I still work very hard, sometimes upwards of 20 hours a day, so it's not an easy thing, but if you put your mind to it, you can do it. The biggest thing is having a big enough reason why, and the want to, and the drive. Okay, so if you believe in yourself, you can do this, and it's really not that hard, but it does take practice. It takes work. So even if you're in recovery saying, oh, I can't do this, this is who I am. And we'll get into that in layer 3, the ego versus identity. See, they're all leading into each other. So you believe in yourself because that's not who you are. You're not a drug addict. You're not just some bum on the road. I've had people turn on me all my life, and I still keep fighting and getting up every day because I am not defined by what I do, but I am defined by what I do with it afterwards. So I'm not defined by the prison that I did and the things like that, but I am defined with what I'm doing now, and I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to save lives. And you know what? Yeah, I'm trying to sell this book. You can go find it on Amazon. And I'll try to include the link, but it's okay because that's going to help people that can't pay later on, that I can give some outreach to. That's what I'm trying to go sell books and go on public speaking engagements that I can get paid for. That way, when there's people that can't pay, the poor that need to be helped, there's people dying every day. I'm trying to get to those people, and I'm trying to get this message out. So, therefore, my challenge is if you can't buy the book, that's fine. At least like, share, and follow. Share this out to everybody, please. Thank you, and have a good day. Stay positive. You got this. I believe in you, so believe in yourself. Thank you.